Is she part of it all? Was Young Miami just another name on Diddy's long list of women? Or was she deeply involved in the darkness now on trial? Because as federal prosecutors tear through Diddy's empire, exposing a twisted network of freak-off tapes, escorts, coercion, and trafficking, one name keeps resurfacing: Caresha, Young Miami. And while the jury debates racketeering charges that could land Sean Combs in prison for life, she's waiting, she's defending, she's distancing, but not too far. That wasn't my experience, she says. I can't speak on what I don't know, but the world's asking, how much did she really know? Because in this trial, Young Miami isn't just a bystander. She's in the court documents, she's in the lawsuits, and she might be in the tapes. This is the full breakdown. No cuts, no edits, no speculation. This is the true story of Young Miami and Diddy, as the jury prepares to decide his fate. Welcome to League of Celebrities.
So how many rounds you be going?
You know.
The people don't.
You know them.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay, so
I'm asking for the people.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Yes.
Baby, let me tell y'all something. On which yacht? This don't go to sleep. I be like, God damn. I'm gonna tell y'all something. For real. I really thought that I was gonna like make him tap out. Like I really thought he was gonna be being out no chance. This don't go to sleep.
Their relationship began in 2021. Diddy, the billionaire mogul. Young Miami, the rising city girl turned media queen. It wasn't love at first sight. It was something more powerful: status. Together, they were headlines. But under the surface, it wasn't what it seemed. Diddy never called her his girlfriend. "We date. We're dating," he said reluctantly. "We go to strip clubs. We go to church. We go to exotic locations." But he also said, "I'm single, but dating." Red flag? Try a red carpet into something far more disturbing. Because while Caresha was sipping champagne and flying private, Cassie was testifying. Jane Doe was shaking in court, and the freak-off tapes were being played behind closed doors.
You gotta be energized, you gotta be charged up like a Tesla.
When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Yeah, because it's definitely giving us sleep.
Freak-off, the word that would eventually haunt Diddy's trial. A freak-off wasn't a party. It was a production. A place where women, often hired, sometimes coerced, were made to perform. 34 witnesses described them. Rooms filled with male escorts, baby oil, cameras. Cassie was one of them. She testified while 8 months pregnant that she was forced to participate, that she was beaten, threatened, and blackmailed with videos. Jane Doe echoed the horror. "If I didn't play along," she said, "he'd cut off my money or release the footage." This is where Young Miami's name comes in, because she wasn't just watching, she was allegedly calling these women, urging them to abort pregnancies tied to Diddy. And in Lil Rod's lawsuit, she's accused of transporting drugs for Combs. She was on the inside. In court, prosecutors revealed a now infamous message. Young Miami to Diddy. "I want to freak off so bad." His lawyers jumped on it. Proof they claimed that the sex was consensual. But critics asked, was it really consent, or was she being groomed to replace Cassie? They traveled together to a place Diddy called Love Island, a place fans now link to rumors of underground tunnels like those exposed by Aaliyah Carter. On her podcast, Young Miami giggled. "We used the back tunnel." Back tunnel to what? Because by 2021, those tunnels were already the subject of conspiracies, and now they're in the evidence file.
Best lives.
Best life.
The fucking best.
I don't give a fuck. The craziest thing I did some shit. At your mama's house with a back tunnel, come outside.
And then we went to Love.
Love Island was lit.
Yeah.
That's my favorite island. I want to go back.
Yeah.
You can take me back.
I'll take you back.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Love that.
We go to exotic locations. We have great times. We go to strip clubs, church.
On the podcast, Diddy crossed a line. He looked at Young Miami and said, "You have real pretty black eyes, just like your daughter." Her daughter, a child. Knowing what Diddy is accused of, that clip is disturbing. No parent wants their child spoken of by a man on trial for sex trafficking. Still, Carisha didn't flinch.
You have some real pretty black eyes. I tell you, like, you look like your daughter. Your daughter's eyes is just like, you just, like black pools, you know what I'm saying?
Cassie's testimony shook the courtroom. She was a young artist under his label. He became her everything. And then he broke her. I had to take IVs after nights with him, she said. He called it love. I called it survival. And when he grew bored of her, he filmed her with others, used the footage to keep her silent. At the same time, he was flying Young Miami to Chanel stores. That made Jane Doe furious. In court, she revealed a text she sent to Diddy. "You're buying Chanel for Carisha while I'm your freak off." Another of Diddy's girlfriends, Gina, called out Young Miami in 2022. "While you're fighting for him, someone else is having his baby." That someone else gave birth to Love Sean Combs. Diddy announced it. Young Miami was humiliated. She tweeted, "People jealous for real." Then deleted everything. But Diddy still posted, "She's not my side chick. She never was." Too late. The damage was done.
Hey, take a shower if you like go to showers. I do.
Go to showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak of the week.
You think Diddy ever pee on me? No.
If you weren't dating
Never.
Diddy at the time, do you think that it would have went as crazy and as viral still?
I don't know, because it was like P. Diddy.
On her podcast, Carisha admitted it. "I like to get peed on. Golden showers? Yeah, everywhere." That clip went viral. People started calling Diddy P.E. Diddy. Then rumors broke. Young Miami was being paid $250,000 per month to be his girlfriend. Was it love or business?
$250,000 a month to do strange shit at will. You couldn't wait for Cassie to run. You couldn't wait to be in Cassie's shoes. Carish.
Now, the stakes are higher than ever. Diddy is on trial for sex trafficking, coercion, distribution, and racketeering. If the jury finds that he ran a criminal enterprise, using his team and inner circle to abuse women, he's facing life. But as of this week, the jury is stuck. They agree on 4 charges, but on racketeering, they're divided. One note read, "There are unpersuadable jurors on both sides." Subramanian told them to keep going. And Diddy, he looked panicked. In a new interview, Young Miami spoke out. "I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him, giving him flowers. That wasn't my experience. I can't speak on what I don't know."
Well, I met Diddy at Peak Party, and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate, you was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. So why am I being crucified, or why am I being separated?
But people weren't convinced. This sounds rehearsed. She's protecting him. Saucy Santana clapped back. She didn't rush to defend herself. She did it in her own time.
A lot of people have a think piece on Carisha's truth. And I don't know why when she said it out of her mouth. There's no need for you to go make a narrative or a TikTok video or tell somebody that they're lying. If she was trying to save face, she would have did it a long time ago. Instead, she endured all the cruel bull that y'all did to her, and she spoke at her own pace and at her own time.
Still, the questions remain. Was she a girlfriend, a victim, or an enabler? The jury is still deciding. But we've seen enough. Chanel receipts, tunnel whispers, freak-off confessions, drug accusations, abortion calls, and tapes that may never be shown to the public. Whatever the verdict, this much is clear. Young Miami was closer to the fire than anyone ever expected. And when the final verdict drops, we'll all know whether she was singing love songs or dancing in the devil's house. This is League of Celebrities. Like, subscribe, and tell us. Is she part of it all?